Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl Courtney, and welcome to my new channel. This is gonna be like the real, one introduction video to my channel. So this is something that I've been working on for the past 2 years. So this is something that I've really been passionate about, and it's been a lot, believe it or not, to make this happen. And I really had to start pushing myself more to push this out, but nevertheless I am excited for you guys to see this content that I'm going to be sharing with you, and not just story time. It's just all kind of things, vlogs, get ready with me, just outfit, U-hauls, or just any kind of thing that you might just be interested in. You're more than welcome to like and subscribe, of course, because that's going to help me push out my videos and have my content seen, and that's really helpful to me, especially being a small channel that's just starting. So yeah, and also my socials, the links are down below underneath my page. It's my Facebook, my Instagram, my Snap if you want to, and my TikTok, definitely. So you're more than welcome to follow, and also again, make sure you like and subscribe, because yeah. So without further ado, let's get into the story time. So story time is about how I met my first husband. Yeah. That situation honestly just was like a hot mess. And even though it was a hot mess, I still had to take accountability to the fact that I put myself in that situation. There were times where I could have walked away. There were signs. There were huge red flags. Like the red flags, they were clearly flagging, but I was clearly just a tad bit naive and a tad bit delulu, I'm sure I'm not the only woman that's gone through that or been in delulu state, but yeah. So I wasn't really married to him that long. I was married to him for less than a year, but we were together in a relationship for over a year. So he was a few years older than me. I believe like 5 or 6 years older than me. So yeah, he definitely thought he could run a little game on me because I was very young at the time. But I had met him, I think this was around the time where the pandemic was still going on. It's still people were still wearing face masks. There were still restrictions, like it was still bans, like, you had to wear your face mask. You couldn't really go anywhere unless you were able to go to your job. So that's pretty much all I did, was just go to work and go home for the most part. And I think this was maybe a couple of weeks after I just got out of my relationship with somebody. And the thing that I messed up on is that even though me and the dude weren't together long either, we were in a relationship, and instead of moving on and jumping to my first husband, I should have just took that time to heal, like I did, for those past 2 years and so before I met my second husband. So I just kept jumping from relationship to relationship, or person to person, and that's not a good thing, especially if you are trying to heal and move on from a toxic situation. And so I just hopped right back into another, just like that. So I was, yeah, pretty much just in that whole situation. And it was around 2020, and during that time I would see well, actually, you know what? I'm not even I'm getting too far ahead. I actually gonna have to give names for these people. So first and foremost, what we're really gonna be talking about is my ex-husband, and we actually are gonna give him the name California, sadly, because he's from California. No offense to people from California. I love everybody. It's just, he kind of traumatized me. So now I just, every time I hear California or something, it's like, I ain't got time for it. But yeah, so we're gonna give him the name California because obviously his hometown is from Cali. And the guy that I was in the relationship with before I met California was Jamaica. Obviously he was Jamaican. So yeah, I had just stopped dealing with Jamaica. Okay, so this is a quick little side story. Before I actually started dating my first husband, I was dating a guy. Obviously, he was playing games and obviously stressed me out a lot. And so I decided to break it off with him. I might do a story time about him because after I divorced my first husband, I actually changed my number and none of my exes had it, including the guy that I was with before I got with my ex-husband. But come to find out, he looked me up. I think he's told me he looked me up on Google or something. And then boom, all of a sudden he has my number and he's contacted me. So block button, because you must be crazy. But that's going to be actually one of my New Year's resolutions, actually. I'm going to change my number again because we got to handle that because he's still calling me to this day and he's blocked. And I can see it in my call logs, so I know he's doing it. So I don't know what state of delusion he's in, but no, honey, sorry. And stay tuned for that story time later on down the line. But let me get back to the story. I had broke it off, and oh my God, I gotta freaking, I said his freaking name. I said his name. Oh my God. I'm gonna make it a point to bleep that out. Yeah. I do not need that much drama. Oh my goodness. Cause his little baby mama is still like watching me till this day. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I do not need that drama. I don't need him coming back get on my nerves. I just got rid of his tail after so long. Okay, so we're gonna bleep that out. But anyway, California, you know, I'm done with Jamaica. You know, I'm with, you know, talking to California. He keeps pressing me. He's flirting with me, you know, talking to me. And I've just finally gave in, like, okay, well, all right. Now or never. Let's see what this little chubby little boy from Cali is about. But, you know, and he wasn't exactly like my type. And let me just say, like, even though I don't care for California, he's not an ugly guy. He was never ugly. It wasn't because of his weight. I don't discriminate against chubby guys. I don't care about your weight or anything. That doesn't matter to me. It was just the fact that it was a little different. You know, when you've never been with a chubby boy and you finally get one or one trying to talk to you and it's like, I'm not about this life. I'm not ready for this life. But yeah, you know, he persuaded me after a while, after continuously pressing me. I was like, you know what? Let me just give it a chance and see what happens, you know. All right, sorry y'all for the voiceover again, but before I get back into the story, it's important to note that while I was still with Jamaica, California would try to press me several times, try to flirt and ask me out on dates, and of course I turned him down on all of his advances because even though me and Jamaica had our issues and he wasn't the best person for me, I did try to hold on to the relationship, which you should never do. So yeah, okay, yeah, I'm gonna get back. Eep. Big mistake, because number one, I shouldn't have done that. Because you do not just hop from one person to the next. You have to give yourself time to heal. Especially since this dude had just stressed me out already. Like, I don't have time for that. So, the one thing that I was afraid of happening is, we'll get there. But, you know, after a while, me and California, we start to date. We start spending more time together. We're literally like inseparable. Not to mention that we work together, which is also something you should not do, but different strokes of different folks. It works differently for different people or whatever. But you know, we worked together, we went on breaks together, we ate together, we ordered food for each other, we spent time together, we went on dates. You know, we got each other gifts. And I think the reason why, even though I was married to him for a short amount of time, and even though we were together over like 2 years or whatever, it was just the simple fact that this was really, really real. This wasn't a relationship. This wasn't a situationship. This wasn't just a friend with benefits. This was a real relationship with the person that I, you know, had been intimate with. We told each other's secrets, well, for the most part, because there's a lot that I found out about California. But yeah, so It was definitely more on the serious side, at least for me. I had never been on a date with any guy. No guy had ever asked me on a date prior to me being with him. Um, no guy had ever gotten me like gifts, or gave, even if it just was a little gift, and just something, to show that he cared. He always got me flowers. And he specifically, after a while, started getting orange flowers, because orange is my favorite color. But now I don't really like flowers like that. See, he traumatized me. I don't even really want flowers like that. You don't see Jordan give me no flowers. Not like that. I don't really care for him too much. He traumatized me. It's just certain stuff I can't do. So, but anyway, I'm thinking that, we have a great deal of feelings for each other. It was just something special, and he seemed different. He just seemed like a very quiet, just laid back, little chubby, tall guy, just really quiet, very relaxed. But he also made me laugh a lot, which, I love when I can just be around somebody and just feel comfortable. We can just joke around and talk and laugh. And he definitely had a good sense of humor, and he just seemed really just normal, just different from all the other guys that I've dated in the past. So I thought that it was really something, different, and I was really enjoying the time that I spent with him. But after a while, I would say not too long after, when you get in a relationship and it's, you consider it serious. We start posting pictures of each other. We start posting snaps and stuff of each other, because I'm the type of person, if you're my man or whatever, I'm going to show you off. And I mean, you don't have to post me, but it would be nice, you have somebody like me, and I got you. Let's show each other off. You shouldn't have anything to hide. You can't even post a picture of us together. You can't post this in a video, nothing. So come on. Yeah, you definitely are going to be showing me off. You definitely going to let them know that you're in a relationship. So it's going to be known. I hate to be that girl, but I'm that girl. Yeah, I'm definitely that girl. I am the one, and I better be the only one, because I ain't got time for that foolery at all, based off the situation. So, we're posting each other, no big deal. I forgot if he had made me like his cover photo. I believe he made me his cover photo. And, I followed him like on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. But, he has other friends that I don't have. Some that work at the job, and I actually still work there. I actually left and then came back. I'm gonna have a story time on that too. Messy, just ratchet. Y'all's just nasty. But anyway, he follows certain people that some of them I really didn't know like that. Most of them I did not know. So, and he's just seemed quiet. He just seemed in a cut. Every time we went on break, every time I seen him, he was in a car by himself, walking by himself, doing this by himself. I never seen him interact with anybody. So I didn't think anything of it. So, we posting each other, and later on, how long ago was after? It had to have been like a couple days, maybe a week after. Yes. Probably. Yeah, it's all a blur, because once you block out a toxic person like that in your life, or whether it's a relationship, I don't care if y'all are married, that's how I am. You an old friend that I don't mess with, a family member, I block you literally out of my life, and I don't remember certain things, because he really is irrelevant. This is just to share my experience and just an introduction to him. But certain stuff I don't remember. I don't want to. But I think it probably was a week or two after we had started posting each other, and I get a friend request, and it's from this girl. She seemed like a pretty girl or whatever. She looked nice. She was a thick little light-skinned girl, long hair, and she sent me a friend request. So I didn't think anything of it. I'm a girl's girl. I know a lot of people say I'm a girl's girl, but I feel like I am the definition of a girl's girl. Like, I'm open to hanging out with other girls. I'm open to being friends with other girls. I'm not a hater. Like, I can give compliments. I'm not weird like that. I don't have that weird energy like around me. And I'm thinking, oh, it's another girl that wants to follow me, because how was I supposed to know all this mess was gonna go down? So I accept the friend request, and the girl is looking at all my stories. She's liking my stories. She's liking my posts or whatever. And I was like, oh, she's real nice or whatever. Like, I like that, because some people will just follow you and just like then unfollow you so you could be their follower, and then I don't know. People are weird. Still to this day, I have to deal with that. I had to go down my friends list and stuff too. I'm actually not done yet, but yeah. So I started liking her posts back and stuff like that. I was like, oh, she's nice and she's pretty or whatever. Okay. She didn't message me or anything, but not too long after that, I think I was on Facebook one day, and it was kind of weird. I don't know what made me tell California that this girl has sent me a friend request and was following me and stuff like that. And I think they were mutual friends or something. I think that's why. I don't remember, but something clicked. I don't, where he just was like, I don't know how I don't even remember how the conversation came about, to be honest with you. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, this girl, actually, I gotta give her a name. I gotta give her a freaking name too. She's not really relevant to the situation. She's more so irrelevant, because even though she has nothing to do with the situation, she just keeps popping up in the situation with the person I have the problem with. So she's only involved because she make herself involved, or the weird big mama make her involved, but whatever, we gonna get to that. So I tell him about the girl, and I was like, yeah, she's pretty, she like all my posts and stuff, and he was like, oh, who is it or whatever. And I was like, her name is oh, I didn't give it a name. It's ADHD, and I'm tired. I've been up like literally all night and all morning trying to get this video ready for y'all. So, y'all better appreciate this. I'm not playing at all. Just playing. But, yeah, he said, oh, shoot, her freaking name. That's how irrelevant she is. Like, I wish I would have to talk about it. What was I about to call her? We're gonna call her Hype Girl, because I did actually come up with this, but I forgot the name. But we're gonna call her Hype Girl, because she was pretty much, how like, cause people have like a hype man, like, yeah, like, do this and do that, like, yeah, I slap her if I was you, like, that couldn't be me, like, or just instigate a situation, or just be like a little tag along, like, like follow the leader kind of thing, like Simon Says, that's kind of just what she was. She was just like I don't know. It was just more like she encouraged the behavior was going on, but we'll get into that. So I tell him, her, Hype Girl, whatever. And California is like, like he just immediately got serious and was just like, block her now. And I was just confused. And this is where a freaking red flag should have appeared. It should have appeared. It should have been there, because there's no way. Like, this is freaking, it's insane. It's so insane. But yeah, so he says just block her, like she's a friend of my baby mom or whatever. And I was like, okay, yeah, she being messy, just looking on your page and stuff, and gonna run back and tell her. That's what she do. That's what all her friends do or whatever. Like, I'm not with her or whatever. But yeah, so I block her, because now that I know, I kind of felt dumb. That's, once again, me being a girl's girl, me being too nice, trying to be nice and be friendly with girls, and they always on weird stuff. Like, just a little story on, it's just a tiny side story. I was actually trying to befriend a girl, and she was married. This is before I got married to my second husband. And, I thought she really wanted to be my friend. She was following me on social media. She, You know, she had texted me once. The whole time she was just hanging around me to make sure that I wasn't trying to go near her husband or talk to him. And I probably only had like 1 or 2 conversations with him, and it's never been anything flirty. It's never been anything like sexual or inappropriate at all. Like, the only thing I think we only talked about was bowling and our work, like what we do for like a living, like working night shift and stuff like that. Like, and even when he did invite me bowling, he gave me his wife's number, and I reached out to her. I let her know. So there was nothing funny going on. There was no reason for her to be weird like that or feel threatened. But anyway, just back to what I was talking about. I did feel kind of stupid and played, because it's like me being naive and being too nice. I was just thinking like, you know, that was kind of messed up. I'm thinking she's kind of cool or something. You know, she didn't have a conversation with me or message me, like I said. But, you know, you try to just let your guard down a teeny little bit. You try to be nice, and this is what happens. This is what I get. So, but I let it go. I blocked her. But yeah, and a few days later, I would say, I don't know what made me check my messenger. If any of y'all know what Facebook Messenger is, I'm pretty sure y'all do. But sometimes you'll have message requests. I don't know if that's for everybody else when they're using the app, but for me, when I have to go through my message requests, sometimes they'll be hidden and I won't see them. I won't get a notification until the last minute that somebody has messaged me. So it could probably be there for days, weeks, a month, and I would never see it. And I'd be feeling so bad, but it's like, it's not my fault, it's Messenger. So yeah, and we don't follow each other. So how would I know? So I get this notification in my chats. It's a message request. And I look at it, and it's this brown skin girl. She's tall, well, at least that's what it looks like from her picture. She's a little thick, little brown skin girl. Little twist of her hair, like little rope twists. I almost gonna say passion twist, but rope twists. And you know, it's a cute little hairstyle, whatever. And she had like a belly, a little stomach in her profile picture. But I still like, even, you know, I'm not putting 2 and 2 together or whatever. But when I went to the message request, I noticed that she deleted the message, or she unsent the message. What I didn't even know you could do that. Like, even on Instagram and stuff, you can do that. Like, I wish I would have known that a long time ago, but maybe they just made that when that happened. I don't know. But whatever she sent 3 messages to me, and they probably were paragraphs or something, or I don't know. But I looked up, you know, who it was, and I went to her profile, and I was just like, oh, I said, do you know what? Oh my God, I freaking said her name. Oh my freaking gosh. Now I gotta freaking bleep that out too. I should probably just give this little ding dong a name too. Okay. So the baby mama, California's baby mama, we're gonna call her Bimbo, because she literally, that's just what comes to mind. I was gonna say Delulu. I was gonna say weirdo. I was gonna say, what else was I gonna call her? I was just gonna call her baby mama too, but no, she make all baby mamas look bad. And that's an insult to baby mamas. Yeah, we're gonna call her Bimbo, because her behavior, especially at her age, her friend's age, and to have kids, and I ain't speaking on, you know, nobody. I know people like, don't talk about nobody's kids. I'm just saying, for her to have children and to be acting like that at her age, even though she's weird and got a whole bunch of other stuff going on with her, the only thing that comes to mind is just Bimbo. Yeah. Even to this day, just Bimbo. I couldn't, like, I don't know why I didn't want to say like baby mama or something. It didn't even fit her. Just Bimbo. We're gonna call her Bimbo. So Bimbo you know, I tell California this girl named Bimbo or whatever. And he was like, that's my baby mother or whatever. Like, she doing too much or whatever. She texting you, talking about, like, just leave her alone, just block her or whatever, block her. But me, you know, I want to see, because if there's something going on, you got to give it to me. Okay? And yeah, I like to rhyme, so get used to that. So, yeah, so I kept that. I didn't listen to him. Like, I don't care if a dude tell you to block somebody and it's the girl that he used to deal with or got kids by. No, I'm not blocked. At least I'm not. Nope. Because I'm going to get all the info. No, just delete her, just block her, because she just in trouble. Like, just no, like, just stay away from her. No. I'm gonna go looking for them answers, and that's what I'm gonna do. So I didn't block her or anything, and I didn't respond to the message because, okay, I know y'all might be tired of the voiceovers, but I'm sorry. I want y'all to have all the information so you can understand it better. So when I started dating California, he did tell me he had a daughter, but he did not tell me that he had twins on the way. So, you know, once I told him about Bimbo attempting to message me, he immediately told me what was going on. He told me who she was and that he had twins on the way by her. Obviously, I was irritated, but I'm thinking at the same time, how can I judge any man or woman who's about to have a child? It's very common for people to be due soon to have kids and they're not with the other person. And he did let me know that he wasn't with her anymore. So I told him I wouldn't judge him and I would stay with him just as long as there was no BS involved. Once again, I don't even know what she sent me, but whatever she sent me, it probably wasn't pleasant, especially for you to be sending me 3 paragraphs or whatever. So she probably was saying some nasty stuff and then realized she was doing too much and probably checked herself like, you know what, let me sigh and calm down. So yeah, I had a conversation with California about Bimbo, and you know, I was like, she got a belly. Like, is this a, you know, I'm thinking this is probably an old picture because, you know, so he's saying, you know, I just wanted you to know, like, she acting crazy like that because, you know, she still wants to be with me, but I don't want to be together with her anymore. We're not together. It's just pretty much a little hard for her to get used to the fact that we're not together. And, you know, but he pretty much let me know around that time that he was expecting twins by this girl. So I was like, and mind you, it's still very early on in this relationship. But, you know, still, I feel like you could have told me that those your kids, they about to be born soon. I don't know. If I was pregnant, I'd tell a dude, like, I'm pregnant. You sure you want to? It's on you. It's your call. But I was like, you know, I was a little irritated at first because it's like, I don't mind. Like I said, I'm not judgmental when it comes to people having children. I can't help that you've had kids with somebody before you met me. I can't help that that person is pregnant. I can't help that you're a dad. And I'm not going to judge you because we all make mistakes in life. And I do not believe that a child is a mistake regardless of how they came, how they were made. I don't believe in that. And I'm not going to knock anyone or make someone feel bad for doing the right thing and being a parent, because they could be a whole lot worse. Trust me. But so I decided, he said, you know, I know you don't want to deal with me. It's okay. I understand. And I was like, well, like, I mean, I can't judge you for being a dad. I mean, this is a little bit, you know, you could have told me this before. And then, you know, who knows how I probably would have felt if you would have told me early on. Because once again, even though I'm not going to judge, that still is a lot for me as a single girl with no kids. That's a lot for me to take on, because if we, you know, we were to still be together, I've got to step up. You know, I can't just be the girl sitting around while you take, of course I'm gonna help you, because, you know, I would love those children as if they were mine. And, you know, I'm rocking with you. Like, these are your kids, these are your responsibilities, and I'm not gonna fault you for that. And, you know, I'm gonna stand beside them. Yeah. So I pretty much was just like, yeah, it's all right, it's cool. I said, if you're cool, I'm cool. Like, I'm not gonna judge you for being a dad. And even though he turned out to be a weirdo later on, I, but you know what? You never really know, because there's a lot of stuff that came out after I was done dealing with his stupid self. I honestly don't know. But yeah, anyway, I decided to just let it go. I told him, as long as it's no BS, you're not dealing with your baby mother, because we're together, we're in a relationship. You know, you posted me, you flaunting me around, you holding my hand. You don't do that if you got something else going on at home. Go be with her, and that's okay. So for a while, things were normal. I didn't, it was okay. We came to an understanding, which I thought we came to an understanding. But you know how ninjas be. And, I got to get used to this YouTube thing, because I heard they be snatching them videos or whatever. And you ain't about to snatch mine. I just started. I ain't got time for it. I hope it's not nothing on here that they snatch. I can always go over and edit it. But yeah. So, but yeah, I thought things were normal. But not long after that, it got crazy, because little did I know that was only the beginning. It was only the beginning. And it is only going to go down from here. It's only going to go downhill from here. I promise you that. I promise you. It's only going to go down from here. It's a couple of parts. I feel like they're not going to be so many parts, but it's so much I have to break down, because it's like, this part wasn't really stressful to talk about, but the next few parts, a hot mess. But I partially that's myself to blame. I partly can blame myself for not paying attention to the red flags. So yeah, because the next part is going to get more crazier and more toxic and more messy. Probably the messiest, craziest, toxic situation I've been in. And I've been in some real crazy situations with men, but nothing has come this far. Not on that level. It was messy. It was toxic and very traumatizing. And I really had to really heal and move on from the situation that we'd be talking about, just to even get an introduction now. But I definitely should have left them alone after the next part that I'm going to share with you guys. Yeah. But I was young and dumb. We all make mistakes, and I still make mistakes. Even now, we all do. It's all a part of growing and progressing. So, yeah. I definitely, because this man did break me. He broke me. He damaged me for a while, and still has some effects to this day. As any traumatic, toxic and verbally abusive relationship, or physically abusive relationship. Because I got a story on another dude that, punched me in my face and gave me a black eye. I'm going to work with a black eye because you trying to kidnap me in my own car. It then threw my phone in the drain and ripped my wig. It was just, I can't. Now that is going to be really, really, I heal from it, but it can still trigger certain feelings, and just remembering that, it's a lot. But yeah, that was just a little breakdown of how me and California, my first husband, met and got together and everything. But that's all pretty much for this story time. I thank you so much for watching and tuning in. If you did, or if you can, I really appreciate it. And also, don't be sure, please, to like and subscribe, because that's going to push my content out there. That's going to push my videos out there. And that's going to help me reach my goals and get to the certain subscribers that I need, because that is the goal. It is something I'm passionate about, and I do like this. And I love being able to make this video for y'all. I'm just very stressed out this morning recording this. I didn't even do my hair the way I want. Like, you see this, like, and with the let me not mess it up. I'm probably not gonna take pictures. No, but whatever. It was very stressful doing this, but I put a lot of time and energy and effort into this video, and I just hope that you guys really enjoy it. But yes, you can stay tuned for part 2, because next week there will be definitely a part 2 to see how everything just pops off. And yeah, let me know if you do have a YouTube channel, because we definitely can support each other. I always engage. I do subscribe. You can also be sure to follow my social and the links down below. I do follow back too. I do engage. I'm not a ghost follower or anything. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. So thank you guys, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Mwah.